वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। तन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशो सुखतरस्तेषाम्
अव्यक्ता गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्व्यापते।
Premji, can you mute yourself? Thank you. Can we hear, or is it just me?
I see no sound here.
Yeah, maybe you can message her. I think she's just stepped out for a second. There's no sound, we can't hear.
मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु समः संगविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेता स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उपस्थित भगवत भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं श्रीमद् भागवत गीता भगवान के मुखार बिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है। इस उपदेश को सृष्टि के आरंभ से ही सुनाया गया था। सबसे पहले इस उपदेश को सुनने वाले सूर्य नारायण थे, फिर मनु महाराज हुए, फिर इक्ष्वाकु महाराज हुए। इस प्रकार परंपरा से चलता हुआ ये गीता ज्ञान द्वापर युग में कई लाख वर्षों के बाद फिर से भगवान कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को सुनाया था।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
तो भगवान कहते हैं हंत ते कथयिष्यामि दिव्यायात्मविभूतयः प्राधान्यतः कुरु श्रेष्ठ नात्यन्तो विस्तरस्य मे। अरे अर्जुन, मेरा जो ये विस्तार संसार में है इसका तो अंत है ही नहीं। तू कहाँ तक सुनेगा मुझसे और कहाँ तक देखेगा? लेकिन अंत ते कथयिष्यामि, फिर भी मैं तुझे कुछ कहूंगा तो सुन ले। लेकिन कैसे कहूंगा? मेरी विभूति बताऊंगा मैं तुझे, मेरा योग बताऊंगा, मेरी सामर्थ्य बताऊंगा। ईश्वर में कितनी सामर्थ्य है इसका भी मैं वर्णन करूंगा, लेकिन प्राधान्य का खास खास जगह की बताऊंगा। क्यों? नास्त्यंतो विस्तर, इसका अंत नहीं। पंजाबी में एक भजन बोलते हैं, तेरा अंत किसी ने नहीं पाया, तू बेअंत है, तू बेअंत, तेरा अंत किसी ने नहीं पाया। तो कहते हैं मैं तो बेअंत हूँ। कोई ये नहीं कह सकता कि बस कितने भगवान ने हमने देख लिया है। अगर ऐसा कहा तो भगवान जो गया हो, उसकी आंख बढ़ गई हुई। हम अपनी आंख से पहाड़ देख लेते हैं, मकान देख लेते हैं, शहर देख लेते हैं, सब देख लेते हैं, लेकिन भगवान सारे संसार में है, वो हम आंख से नहीं देख सकते। वो बेअंत है, उसका कोई अंत तो है ही नहीं। तब अहमात्मा गुणाकेश सर्वभूताशय स्थितः मध्यम च भूतानामन्त एव च। मैं आदि भी मैं हूँ, मध्य भी मैं हूँ और अंत भी मैं हूँ। तो क्या क्या जानना चाहेगा? आदित्यानामहं विष्णु ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान् मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि नक्षत्राणामहं शशि। जितने भी सूर्य हैं, सूर्य 12 प्रकार के होते हैं, उनमें एक सूर्य का नाम है विष्णु। उन 12 सूर्यों में विष्णु नाम का सूर्य है वो मैं। तो उसकी पूजा कर, विष्णु की पूजा कर, तेरा कल्याण हो जाएगा। उसमें सारे ही सूर्य आ गए। ऐसे ही भगवान ने सब अपना विभूति बता रहे हैं। तो विभूति का ये अध्याय का नाम है विभूति योग। पहला अक्षर क्या है? वी, और दूसरा है भूति। वी माने विशेष रूप से, भूति माने अस्तित्व, प्रकट होना। जो विशेष रूप से कोई तेज प्रकट हो वो भगवान का है। हम कहते हैं कि अर्जुन मैं सब जगह हूँ, लेकिन प्रकट जो होता वो सब जगह नहीं। जहाँ तुमको विशेष चमत्कार दिखाई दे, हाथ लगते ही हाथ जलने लगे, तब समझो ये अग्नि है। तवा गर्म में, हाथ लगाओ हाथ गिर जाएगा। ठंडा है नहीं जलेगा। चिमटा गर्म में हाथ लगाओ गिर जाएगा। कोयला सारा उठा लो कुछ नहीं होगा, लेकिन कोयला गर्म में हाथ लगा के जल जाएगा। तो जहां तुमको तेजी दिखाई दे, ज्ञानी तो सारे ही हैं, जितने बैठे सब ज्ञानी हैं। अगर कोई मूर्ख हो तो हाथ खड़ा कर दो कि हम मूर्ख हैं। करो कोई खड़ा, कोई नहीं करता। क्यों? मूर्ख कोई है ही नहीं, सब ज्ञानी है। एक बार एक आदमी ने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया, मैं बड़ा मूर्ख। मैंने कहा तुमने हाथ खड़ा किया? बोला तो क्या है? बड़ा मूर्ख हूँ। पहले ये बता तुझे मालूम कैसे हुआ कि तू मूर्ख है? ज्ञान है तभी तो मालूम था कि मूर्ख हूँ। तो तू मूर्ख कहाँ से हुआ? तो सब में ज्ञान है, लेकिन ज्ञान अगर विशेष रूप से कहीं प्रकट हो, भगवान कहते हैं उसको मेरा रूप समझ के तुम उसका ज्ञान करो, उसका पूजन करो, उसकी सेवा करो, तुमको मैं प्राप्त हो जाऊंगा। तो ये हुई विशेष अस्तित्व। इसको विशेष का भी, अस्तित्व का भूति। इसका नाम अध्याय का है विभूति। विभूति माने भगवान का विशेष तेज जहाँ दिखाई पड़े वो विभूति हो। तो अब भगवान अपना विवेक कहाँ कहाँ सब जगह बताते हैं। सूर्य में मेरा तेज है, चंद्रमा में शीतलता मेरी है। तो अब कहते हैं वेदानाम साम वेदोस्मि, चारों वेद में ही हूँ, लेकिन चारों में विशेष जो है वो सामवेद में एक है, इसलिए सामवेद में सामवेद को देवानामस्मि वासवः इंद्रियाणां मनस्यास्मि। 10 इंद्रियां हैं और 11वां मन है। मन में जितना तेज है वो एक भी इंद्रिय में नहीं है। सब इंद्रियां गुलाम है, मन सब इंद्रियों का राजा है। इसलिए तुम मन को काबू में कर ले, मुझको काबू में कर लो। रुद्राणाम शंकरश्चास्मि वित्तेषु यक्ष रक्षसाम् पशूनां पावकश्चास्मि मेरु शिखरिणामहम्। सारे शिखर वाले पहाड़ों में से मेरु पहाड़ जो है वो मेरा ही स्वरूप है। क्रोधसाम च मुख्य माम विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिम्। सब पुरोहितों में बृहस्पति जो है वो भगवान ही है, ईश्वर है। सेनानीनामहं स्कंदः सरसामस्मि सागरः महर्षीणां त्रिपुरहम्। महर्षियों में शुक्राचार्य में हूँ, शुक्राचार्य मरे हुए मुर्दे को भी जिंदा करने की विद्या जानते थे। तो कहते हैं उनमें सबने नियम और सेनानी मार्ग के अंदर और सेनापतियों के अंदर से जो सेनापति हैं उनमें सब में जो सारानंद है उनमें जो महादेव जी के पुत्र थे। गिरामस्मेकम अक्षरम यज्ञानां जप यज्ञोस्मि। जितने भी यज्ञ हैं, कई प्रकार के यज्ञ हैं, सैकड़ों प्रकार के यज्ञ हैं, अनेक पंडित लोग कराते हैं। वो कहते हैं सारे यज्ञ छोटे हैं, सबसे बड़ा यज्ञ है जप यज्ञ। तो मंत्र जब देते हैं किसी को ना तो मंत्र जपते हैं, वो जप यज्ञ कहलाता है। उसमें जितनी शक्ति है और किसी में नहीं है। तो यज्ञानां जप यज्ञोस्मि। तो गुरु नानक जी भी कहते थे नाम जब सबसे बड़ा है, नाम लो। और नाम जिसने ले लिया है, जप यज्ञ जिसने कर लिया है, वो परमात्मा की प्राप्ति समझो हो गई। स्थावराणां हिमालय अश्वत्थः सर्ववृक्षाणां। सब वृक्षों में पीपल में देवर्षीणां च नारद। और देव ऋषियों में नारद ने गंधर्वाणां चित्ररथः सिद्धानां कपिलो मुनि। उच्चैः विद्धि मामभितोद्भवम्। ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम्। सब मनुष्यों में जो राजा है वो ईश्वर का ही रूप है। और घाटियों में जो ऐरावत आती है वो ईश्वर का रूप है। घोड़ों में जो उच्चई सवा घोड़ा है वो ईश्वर का रूप है। खास खास जातियां होती है, उनका दर्शन ही समझ लो ईश्वर का दर्शन है। आयुधानामहं वज्रम धेनूनामस्मि कामतो प्रजनस्यास्मि कन्दर्पः सर्पाणामस्मि वासुकिः अनन्तस्यास्मि नागानां वरुणो यादसामः पितॄणामर्यमा चास्मि यमः संयमतामहम् प्रह्लादस्यास्मि दैत्यानां। दैत्य लोग जो थे राक्षस, उन सब में जो प्रहलाद है वो मेरा ही स्वरूप है। प्रहलाद के दर्शन मेरे दर्शन है। तो आजकल हमारे घर में कोई लड़का हो जाए और ज्योतिष कहे कि पाँव पे इसका नाम निकलता है, प्रहलाद राय नाम रख दो, रखते नहीं प्रहलाद राय। लेकिन प्रहलाद के बाप का नाम अगर कोई कहे कि रख दो हिरण्याक्ष या हिरण्यकशिपु तो नहीं रखते। क्यों? तो उसका तो बाप था। कहते कि नहीं, राक्षसों में प्रहलाद जो है वो भगवान का भक्त था, इसलिए प्रहलाद के दर्शन भगवान के दर्शन है। प्रहलाद का नाम भगवान का नाम है।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Respected Gita devotees, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. On behalf of Swami Gita Kiranji, Guru Bhai Joshi ji, and myself, I extend a warm Gita Ashram welcome to all of you and thank you for taking the time to grace us with your presence. To make it easier, a timer with an alarm notification will be displayed on top of the screen, and we most humbly request our esteemed speakers to please observe the time limits. Thank you. Our guest speaker for today is Guru Behan Moti Mehrotra ji, and if you would like to participate as a guest speaker, do let us know, and we will assign a slot for you. Having said that, I'd like to most respectfully invite Guru Bhai Joshi ji to please conduct the session as per agenda. Over to you, Joshi ji. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Brother Peter, Jai Gurudev, everyone. Happy Saturday. We are very privileged to have a very special speaker who we have heard him before. Is the author of a very unique book I have sent on my WhatsApp to most of you. And those who want to see, this is again here. And it's unbelievable. Life of a Soul Under the Shadow of Gita. Author is Sri Ram Malik ji out of San Francisco, US. This book, I read it. It's many pages, but it is an encyclopedia. Once you go through it, you will feel yourself to be a proud Gita devotee. And I know Ram Malik ji, Rekha Malik ji for many years, and I'm very happy that he accepted to come today on a very short notice to discuss about this book, primarily because this book needs to be described and everybody should read that book. With that said, I request Sri Ram Malik ji to please take it next 10 minutes. Tell us about your book.
Thank you, Joshi ji. Let me give you a second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Joshi ji, for all the kind comments that you've given about the book. And I'm so glad that you have some other copies to distribute among your other friends and relatives. Out of the book, I picked up a small subject just for the 10 minutes itself, is the human gods. Among the human god, for me, the top of the human god is my mother. And I thought I should reflect on that, and you will be connecting with me very quickly as I speak about the mothers, which all of us love it so much. In the word mother is hidden the word's biggest binding power of love, respect, affection. When we say the word mother, the first thing come to the mind is the reverence and memories of love and affection. Why? Because mother is the personification of sacrifice, who is ready, willing, and able to give her life for the sake of her children. She is the caretaker, no different from God himself. And in that, she is the personification of God. She is the embodiment of God. Swami Ramakrishna said that I know only one God, and that is my mother. If you really want to see God, go home. She's there. There you can see God. You can physically touch her feet. The peace that you get sitting at her feet, you will never get at any other place, whether it be a temple or any other religious place. It is because the creating power of God in monthly form, Ma Durga replaces all the gods for us in the shape of a mother. Think about it. How mother is one who is worshipped first before any god or goddesses. And why, when your head bows before the god, before your mother, when you enter your temple at your home, the first thing that you do when you look is at your mother's image, and then your attention goes to some other gods. You automatically from your heart comes regard for her as a mother, as a god. Before we took birth, we were in her. She brought us in this world, and after birth, she took care of us. For 9 months, she keeps us in the cavity of her body next to her heart. She makes us share the same place which she shares with the divine. This body is the temple of God. He lives in it. Divine is in her. It's God's residence. She keeps you right under the watchful eyes of divine, fully protected, fully secured, and fully blessed. After keeping you inside her for as many months, you take a birth. She continued to share her body with you all the time, keeping you in her arms and forever keeping you in her heart. She creates a nectar of life for you to feed on and be protected from the harshness of the world. She shares her body cells with you through her breast so that you can become healthy, loving, and kind. Those we all know that those who are breastfed are often healthier, caring, kind, and successful. So not only she brings you to this world, she also prepares you to be a good and a caring human being. One time, one small child innocently asked Vivekananda, he asked Swamiji, why God made mother? When you, the God, created us, you provided us for our sustenance, you provided for our bringing, then why mother? He replied, because I cannot be everywhere for you to take care of you and similar children, so I made mother. Mother fits in the same shoes and provides the same care and protection as God does. Vivekananda wrote further, he says, next to God, if we are indebted to anyone, and that is the mother, first for the life that she gave us, and second, that she's making our life worthwhile to live. Mother is made of 4 virtues, 4 elements: love, kindness, gentleness, tenderness. And each of these elements in abundance in her all these times, they radiate from her for all her children at every moment of the day. Mother is called the soul of the universal love. I'm sorry. Because she's the only one in the whole world who has the colorless love for the children. She doesn't care or desire to know the evils in them, no matter how bad, ruthless, downright criminal a child may be. She loves him unconditionally, unselfishly. Mothers stand for her children all the time for every circumstances. Wife and children may do so, give up on the mother or give up on you, but the mother will not, no matter what treatment she gets back from them. If it comes to choosing between husband and child, guess what? Mother will select the child. She will select the child and trade off her husband. Even asking mother whether you would like to go to heaven or you want to stay on earth, you know what? She will choose the earth. Why? Because here her children live. One philosopher writes, हमने किसी देवी देवता को नहीं देखा, मगर कभी देखने का अवसर मिला तो उसकी शक्ल मेरी माँ की शक्ल से डिफरेंट नहीं होगी. Every one has made her place in our heart. No matter how rebellious or non-caring we may be, whenever you hear the song on the Mother Day, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, you ought to start to sing that song in your mind, and it comes on your lip at that time. You bet when you're doing that, when you're listening to it, your eyes do get wet. Her love, kindness, gentleness, tenderness come to flash in front of you, front of your eyes, and you start to think of the days when you used to cuddle in her lap and she would gently rub her hand in your hair to make you feel comfortable and feel loved. Swami Ramakrishna said one time, two kinds of men do not worship their mother. And who are they? The human brutes who have no God to worship, and the Paramahansa, he himself a Paramahansa, and the Paramahansa who have reached Godhead. But even Paramahansa, he says, could not be Paramahansa if he does not have mother's blessings. To cut short, let me get to the final part of it. Why mothers cry? A little boy asked his mother, Mom, why are you crying all the time without any reason? And she took her in her arms and said, Beche, because I'm a mother. I don't understand, Mom. Again hugged him and said, you will never understand. Later, the boy asked his father, why does mother again seemingly keep on crying every time something happens to me or to happen to anybody? And he said, you know what? All women cry for no reason. The little boy did not get satisfied with the answer. Years passed and he became a young man. At that time, I still have to find the reason as to why mother cried. So he could not find anybody, and finally he says, okay, I'm going to ask God. God, tell me why mother keep on crying all the time. God said, before I tell you why your mother cries without any obvious reasons, first let me tell you how I made your mother. Let me tell you what I made my mother, and then you will understand why she cries all the time. When I made mothers, they had to be special. I made your mother's shoulders strong to carry the weight of the word. She gentle enough to give you comfort also. I gave her inner strength to endure childhood and the injections that she gets from her children.
Thanks.
I gave her hardness that allows her to keep going. Everyone gives up and take care of the family through sick and sick. Do I have a time? 1 minute.
No, I think we're out of time now.
No, okay, no. So I gave her tear to shed. That's her right. That exclusive right to use whenever it's needed or when her children are in pain. They may seem no reason for you, but when you are sick or sad, that's enough reason for her to cry. Crying becomes her facial makeup, and in that, she looks beautiful. Final word. Your son, my son, the beauty of the mother is not in the clothes she wears or the figure she carries or the hair the way she combs. The beauty of your mother must seen in her eyes, which sheds tears, because that is the doorway to her heart, the place where love resides, and that love flows out in the shape of tears. And now you know, my son, why mothers cry seamlessly without any reason. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
That's it.
Ramaji. Thank you very much. Describing about mother. Our next speaker is well known to us. She is Moti Mehrotra ji from New Jersey. She has been very, very close for many, many years with Gurudev. She was responsible in starting Gita from New York. and in Middle Eastern countries, and the whole couple and family are dedicated to Swami Hariyarji. And today as she asked me that she will talk about the wonders of Hanumanji as we celebrated Hanuman Jayanti, and some feeling that she got from Gurudev on Bhakti Yoga or whichever way she wants to. So I request Moti Malhotra ji to please take next 10 minutes. Jai Shri Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण। वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंस चाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण। आप सबको मेरा प्यार भरा नमस्कार, वंदन और अभिनंदन। और अभी जोशी जी का आदेश था कि मैं हनुमान जयंती तो कुछ हनुमान जी के बारे में बात करूं, क्योंकि आप सभी हनुमान जी से इतना ज्यादा परिचित और इतना सुनते रहते हैं, तो कुछ थोड़ा जो संतों ने पंचमुखी हनुमान जगह जगह देखी होगी, 5 मुख वाले हनुमान जी बने हुए, आखिर उनका आध्यात्मिक अर्थ क्या है, वो थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। हनुमान जी के 5 मुख दिखाए गए हैं। तो पहला मुख है उनका वेद मुख, यानी जब हनुमान जी सबसे पहले रामचंद्र जी के पास गए, सुग्रीव ने जब उससे कहा कि 2 राजकुमार, कहानी आपको पता ही है कि यहाँ पे घूम रहे हैं, कहीं बाली ने तो नहीं भेजा है मुझे मारने के लिए, तो पता करो, एक ब्रह्मचारी के वेश में जाकर के पता करो। तो जब हनुमान जी वहां पर गए और उन्होंने पूछा राम से कि आप यहाँ पर कौन है, काहे के लिए, तो कहा हम पितु आज्ञा मानने के लिए इस जंगल में आए, मेरी पत्नी यहाँ खो गई है उसके लिए। तो उस समय हनुमान जी ने जो प्रश्न किए और या जो उनसे उत्तर चाहे, वो इतने ज्यादा संस्कृति से और इतने अधिक शुद्ध और इतने अधिक ज्ञानवर्धक थे कि राम जी को कहना पड़ा उनसे, लक्ष्मण से, कि ये कोई साधारण ब्रह्मचारी नहीं है, कोई बहुत बड़ा वेदों का ज्ञाता लगता है। तो इसलिए हनुमान जी का सबसे पहला मुख जो है वो वेद मुख है। दूसरा मुख है उनका ब्रह्म मुख, यानी जब रामचंद्र जी ने एक दिन हनुमान से पूछा कि मेरा तुम्हारा रिश्ता क्या है, तो हनुमान जी ने कहा, शरीर से तो मैं बंदर हूँ, आप मनुष्य हो, रिश्ते की दृष्टि से मैं सेवक हूँ और आप स्वामी हो, और आध्यात्म की दृष्टि से मैं जीव हूँ और आप परमेश्वर हो। लेकिन सचमुच में जो एक वास्तव में आत्म दृष्टि से जो मैं हूँ वो आप हो, अहम ब्रह्मास्मि। तो दूसरा मुख जो है हनुमान जी का वो है ब्रह्म मुख। और तीसरा मुख, यानी हम हनुमान चालीसा में पढ़ते हैं, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। तो हनुमान से बड़ा कोई गुरु हुआ नहीं है। तो तीसरा मुख हनुमान जी का है गुरु मुख। और 14 मुख क्या है, आपको पता ही है कि बचपन में ही उन्होंने सूर्य को भी निगल दिया था। क्यों? क्योंकि जन्म से जिसको ज्ञान की तलाश थी, ज्ञान की जो लालसा थी, वो इसलिए हनुमान जी सूर्य के पास गए थे ज्ञान के लिए। हनुमान सूर्य हमारे ज्ञान का प्रतीक है, तो उसको ले दे, उसको आत्मसात कर लिया। यानी चौथा मुख जो है वो उनका सूर्य मुख है। और 5वां है सुरमुख। आपको पता ही है कि हनुमान जी किसके बेटे थे? अंजनी के। और अंजनी कौन थी? पिछले जन्म में वो स्वर्ग की अप्सरा थी, स्थला, आपको मालूम है कहानी। तो एक दिन वो घूमते हुए पृथ्वी पर आ गई थी और वहां पर एक ऋषि तपस्या कर रहे थे और ऊपर से वो पूरा वो ढक गए थे मिट्टी से, तो उनकी आंखें चमक रही थी। तो इसको उत्सुकता हुई, देखो ये क्या चमक रहा है। तो उसने एक सीख लेकर के वो डाल दी थी उसकी आंख के पास, तो उससे उनकी आंख से रक्त बहने लगा था और उनकी समाधि टूट गई थी। तो उस समय वो इतना अधिक उनको क्रोध आ गया था, उन्होंने श्राप दिया था, तो इतनी चंचल है तो जा तो बंदर ही बन जा। तो वो बंदरी हो गई थी, लेकिन उसने बहुत जब उससे प्रार्थना की कि नहीं मैंने अनजान में ऐसा क्या, मैं तो यहाँ रहती नहीं, मैं नहीं जानती हूँ कुछ भी। तो उन्होंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है, तू जो जब चाहेगी तो मानव रूप में आ जाएगी, जो भी चाहेगी शरीर बदल लेगी, लेकिन जो तेरा पुत्र होगा वो विश्व के अंदर उसका पूजनीय होगा, सब लोग उसका बहुत सम्मान करेंगे। तो पांचवा तो वो जो थी कुंज स्थला, वो स्वर्ग में सबसे अच्छी गायिका थी। इंद्र उसको हमेशा बुलाकर उससे गाने सुनता था। तो उसके अंदर इतने अधिक ज्ञान विद्या का उसको ज्ञान था, तो उसने वही इस जन्म में अपने बेटे हनुमान को दिया था। तो हनुमान जी को इसका गायन विद्या का सबसे ज्यादा ज्ञान था। तो इसलिए उनका पांचवा मुख क्या था, सुर मुख था, उनको सुरों का ज्ञान था। तो इस तरह से हनुमान जी के जो 5 मुख है वो क्या है, सबसे पहला वेद मुख, दूसरा ब्रह्म मुख, तीसरा गुरु मुख, चौथा सूर्य मुख और पांचवा है सुर मुख। तो ये 5 जो है ये आध्यात्मिक अर्थ है उस हनुमान जी को। और हनुमान जी की तो बहुत सारी कहानियां आप सब लोगों को उसके विषय में पता ही है। और आज भी, और मैंने अभी ये सुना कि हनुमान जी ना तो देवता है ना वो मनुष्य है, वरन वो किम पुरुष है। यानी जैसे यक्ष होते हैं, गंधर्व होते हैं, उसी प्रकार से एक किम पुरुष होते हैं, जो शरीर तो उनका मनुष्य का होता है, लेकिन उनका मुख जो है वो हम लोगों से फर्क होता है। कई पुस्तकों में अलग अलग दिया हुआ, कहीं का कि घोड़े का होता है, किसी ने लिखा बंदर का होता है, कहीं किसी ने लिखा शेर का मुख होता है। तो हनुमान जी के पुरुष है, यानी शरीर तो उनका मानव का है, लेकिन उनका मुख जो है वो हम सबसे फर्क है। तो ये अंतर है थोड़ी सी जो मैंने संतों से सुनी थी, उसको बताने का हनुमान जी के विषय में प्रयास किया है। धन्यवाद। तो हनुमान जी भी एक श्रोता है हमारी गीता के। जो जिन जिन लोगों ने कृष्ण भगवान से गीता सुनी, उनमें अर्जुन थे, संजय थे, और उस पर बैठे हुए हनुमान जी भी थे। यानी हनुमान जी ने वादा किया था कि उससे भीम से कि जब भी कभी जरूरत पड़ेगी तो मैं स्वयं आ जाऊंगा। तो जब वहां पर, आपको ये कहानी पता ही, वो गुरु जी के मुख से ही सुनी है कि जब वो हनुमान जी पहुंचे, भीम ने याद किया और हनुमान जी युद्ध क्षेत्र में पहुंच गए थे। जब वहां पहुंचे कुरुक्षेत्र में, तो भगवान ने गीता सुनानी शुरू कर दी थी। तो हनुमान जी ने सोचा कि मैं बीच में जाके प्रणाम करूंगा तो डिस्टर्ब हो जाएंगे, तो इसलिए वो जाकर के ऊपर झंडे के ऊपर बैठ गए थे। और उन्होंने पूरी जब गीता सुन ली, तो सुनने के बाद जब वो नीचे उतरे और भगवान को जब उन्होंने प्रणाम किया, तो भगवान ने पूछा कि तुम थे कहाँ। कहता मैं तो झंडे में बैठ के आपकी कथा सुन रहा था। तो भगवान ने कहा ये तुमने बहुत बड़ा अनर्थ किया। घबरा गए हनुमान जी, बोले ये क्या हुआ। बोले कि नहीं, तुम्हारा ये कर्तव्य था कि तुम हमेशा श्रोता को वक्ता से नीचे के आसन पर होना चाहिए था। मैं उसमें वक्ता था और तुम श्रोता थे, तो इसलिए तुमने मर्यादा का उल्लंघन किया। तो अब जाओ, तुमको पिशाच की योनि में जाना पड़ेगा। और जब तुम उसका गीता के ऊपर कमेंट्री लिखोगे, इसकी तुम इसके पर विवेचन करोगे, तब जाके तुम्हारी मुक्ति होगी। तो इसलिए जो सबसे पहले गीता पर कमेंट्री है वो हनुमान जी की है, पिशाच भाष्य के नाम से। तो गुरु जी बता रहे थे कि ये पुस्तक जो है पिशाच भाष्य, वो बनारस यूनिवर्सिटी में मौलवी जी की प्राइवेट लाइब्रेरी में ये पुस्तक थी। तो वो स्वयं गए थे, उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की, तो उन्होंने पुस्तक तो नहीं दी थी, कहा था कि तुम इसको कॉपी कर लो। तो कह रहे थे एक प्रोफेसर को भेज दिया था, तो उसने कॉपी करके मुझे दी थी, लेकिन ओरिजिनल जो है वो उनकी लाइब्रेरी में ही थी। तो इस प्रकार से हनुमान जी ने जो सबसे पहला गीता पर भाष्य है वो हनुमान जी ने लिखा है, पिशाच भाष्य के नाम से आज भी संसार में है। तो अभी तो समय में थोड़ा बताना चाहती थी, महाराज जी ने 12वें अध्याय के 12वें और 13वें मंत्र की जो व्याख्या की, मैं फिर क्योंकि टाइम अब हो रहा है तो इसलिए अभी उसके विषय में बात बस इतना कहूंगी कि सारे संसार का हृदय मनुष्य है। मनुष्य ने इस धरती को रहने लायक बनाया। अगर वो न होता तो हर धरती जो थी कूड़े करकट और दुर्गंध से बनी होती। और मनुष्य का हृदय कौन है? हाँ, मैं सारे के हृदय में हूँ, यानी ईश्वरा सर्वभूतानां हृदयेषु तिष्ठति। तो सारे संसार के हृदय मनुष्य है, मनुष्य का हृदय भगवान है। और भगवान ने कहा गीता में हृदय बात है, गीता मेरा हृदय है? इसलिए गीता जो है और भगवान और गीता का हृदय उसका 12वां अध्याय है, और 12वें अध्याय का हृदय उसका 12वां मंत्र है। तो सीता से सुन ले, सारे संसार का हृदय मनुष्य, मनुष्य का हृदय जो है उसमें भगवान, भगवान का हृदय गीता, और गीता का हृदय उसका 12वां अध्याय, जिसकी चर्चा बहुत सुंदरता से प्रसाद जी ने की है। लेकिन उसकी 2 मंत्र है, 12वां और 13वां, तो कहते वो गीता का हृदय है। तो वो उसकी व्याख्या टाइम हो चुका है, कभी समय मिला तो मैं उसकी व्याख्या करूंगी। जो महाराज जी के शब्द है, मेरे अपने नहीं है, जो उन्होंने बताया है उसको मैं अपने शब्दों में बताने का प्रयास करूंगी। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद आप सबका समय देने के लिए। तो ऋषि जी की आज्ञा से
मोती मेहरोत्रा जी, आपका स्केड्यूल था अगले सैटरडे। हम क्षमा के प्रार्थना कि हमने रीस्केड्यूल किया था। अगर आप चाहे तो नेक्स्ट सैटरडे भी कंटिन्यू कर सकती है। जोशी जी, व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
Yeah, I think we should continue her booking already done.
ओके, तो
Next step will be to discuss 12th chapter.
12 चैप्टर,
Please
एक्सीलेंट,
discuss.
ठीक है, डन
हाँ,
डन।
And also I request everyone who is listening to her discourse and talk, she is talking complete experience arising out of grace of Swami Hariharji. If someone can translate her Hindi into English, please do that. And let me know who can do that so we can distribute that English version, as most of our speakers are English speaking. Primarily Geeta Kiran ji knows Hindi but not much. So she will enjoy knowing in English. So try to see if we can get in English. And Moti ji, if you have somebody who can translate into English, we want to publish it. Thank you so much.
ओके, थैंक यू सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Now I request our teacher, Dr. Prasad ji, when he speaks, we become students and feel like we are in a divine solistic class. So Dr. Saab, please take it from here. We are ready to take whatever you have given us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joshi ji. Let me start with prayer to Bhagwan and Gurudev. वंशी विभूषित करा नवनीरदाभात पीताम्बरादरुणबिम्ब फलादरोष्ठात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखात् अरविन्दनेत्रात् कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Divine souls, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Last week we introduced this chapter 7 and we went through certain key points which I would like to recap before going ahead. It is well known that each chapter of Bhagavad Gita is an Upanishad by itself. The core philosophy is contained in Vedas and the Upanishads in the Vedas. The 4 Mahavakya, you all know very well. Pragyanam Brahma in Eterek Upanishad, Tat Tvam Asi in Chandogya Upanishad, Ayam Atma Brahma, that is in Mundak Upanishad, and Aham Brahmasmi in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. These 4 Mahavakya, the core teaching in them is the one and one alone. They all talk about how to realize Brahma, and that is the process of merging individual consciousness with the supreme consciousness. We are all understand ourselves as the body. We do not even take into consideration the divine power within our body in the form of Atma. And Atma is the one we are involved with. Even understanding of Jivatma is not enough. We have to understand that Jivatma and Paramatma is same, but we have to cut the barrier between the two and realize that the individual consciousness is the same as supreme consciousness, and the process involved in getting rid of this barrier is that which all our Upanishads teach, and the core in them in the Mahavakya. And in Bhagavad Gita we have all 18 chapters which talk of the same thing as Upanishads talk, that is Tat Tvam Asi. We all also know that all these 18 chapters have been divided conveniently into 3 segments, what's called 3 satak. Satak means containing of 6 chapters each. We know that the first 6 chapters deal with essentially Karma Yoga, the mid, Upasana, Bhakti, and the last 6 chapters, they deal with integration of Atma with Jivatma, the Tvam with Tat. Now, the 7th chapter is the first chapter of the second Satak. And this deals essentially with Bhakti. Tat, Tvam part has been dealt in the earlier 6 chapters, and Tat, that is the Brahma, that is the one which is contained in these 6 chapters of that is second Satak. So Bhagavan talks about himself. He keeps on talking about aham, mai, mam. You see in these 6 chapters, these words would appear repeatedly. Of course, there is no question which Arjuna has asked, as you know. This is the direct continuation which Bhagavan has left behind in the 6th chapter, where he talks about yoginam api sarvesham madgate rantaratma Shraddhavan bhajte vo mansa me yukta tamo mataha. The 6th chapter, the end, when he talks about that yogi and bhakti yogi, then Bhagavan makes note of the fact that Arjuna is eager to know about me. Mam, when he says Mam bhajate, about me, Arjuna is more keen to know. So he continues from there. And that's this 7th chapter deals with Gyan, Vigyan, the knowledge and the wisdom. The knowledge that we acquire from various sources, from Guru, from scriptures, and all other experiences in the world. But when all those knowledge gets accumulated in the person, he imbibes that knowledge, retains that knowledge, which becomes wisdom, and that is Vigyan. We will be elaborating, a lot of things are talked about in that. Now, this chapter has total of 30 verses, not a very big chapter. It has 30 verses are there. And these 30 verses have been divided into 5 segments. From 1 to 7, Bhagavan talks about the knowledge and wisdom in general. He introduces this concept of knowledge and wisdom. From 8 to 12, he talks about presence of Bhagavan in all matter. You realize the subsequent, he talks about matter and spirit, and then he concentrates that in that spirit is all there in all matter. They are all contained. He describes that in great detail. We will go through. Then from 13 to 19, he महिमा बताते हैं भक्तों की, praises bhakta and censors all those devil, those who are non-bhaktas. Then in 4 verses from 20 to 23, Bhagavan talks about other gods. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhakta. So that part comes in from verses 20-23. And towards the end, again, he talks about how to get away from Maya. If you want to move towards the path of Bhagavan, then you have to go away from Maya. And that part is mentioned towards the end in verses 24 to 33. Now let us start with verse 1. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sattamana Partha Yogam Yunjanmadasraya Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Gyastasri Tachunu. Supreme Lord said, to me are Saktmanaha, with the mind attached. O Partha, son of Pratha, Yogam Yunjan, practicing Bhakti Yoga, Madasraya, taking refuge in me, Asansayam, free from doubt, Samagram, completely, Mam Yathagyasasi, how you shall know me, Tat Shrunu, listen to that. That means, he says, Bhagavan says, now listen. You will find this word listen. I will go in bit more elaborate the significance of that. Oh, Arjuna, now listen as to how, with the mind attached exclusively to me, surrendering to me through the practice of Bhakti Yoga, you can know me completely, free from doubt. Do you see, in the opening verse itself, 3 times Bhagavan talks of me, me, and me. He is drawing the attention of Arjuna towards him. You see, many times we listen to discourses, but after the discourses end, if you ask that person, what did you listen? What was told? The Swami has given the lecture, Swamiji has given the lecture. What have you understood? You will find that many of them will have problem relating to the crux of the point which has been mentioned, and they don't even retain so much. So time and again, the speaker tries to draw the attention of the audience. Listen, I am saying this. Listen, be careful, be watchful. So these words are the words given to the audience in order to attract the attention and see that they do not miss the point you want to concentrate on. The theme you want to convey is really reaches them, and it doesn't go from one ear to another ear. They retain it. That's how the word listen goes on. You will note that in Gita throughout, this word Srunu has been mentioned 17 times. In this chapter itself, it has been done twice. And first time this word Sru comes in chapter 2, verse 39, where Bhagavan says, Esha te vita sankhye buddhi yoge tumam srunu. And this, he is speaking not at his own, but he was requested by Arjuna to speak. You see, the whole first chapter, it was Arjuna who went on babbling and putting all one after another various reasons for running away from the battle because of the delusion. Bhagavan didn't speak a word. So, and he didn't speak till such time Arjuna says, Prikshami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yachreyasya nisyam ब्रूहि तन्मे, आप मुझे बताइए मैं मेरा कल्याण किसमें है, या श्रेय मेरा कल्याण कैसे होगा, आप मुझे बताइए. जब भगवान ने अर्जुन ने भगवान से निवेदन किया, ब्रूहि, आई एम योर शिष्य, प्लीज टीच मी, that surrender bhav, requesting Bhagavan to speak, led Bhagavan to speak. He didn't go there in Kurukshetra Maidan. The purpose was to go and run through the army of Kaurava and win the Kurukshetra war. He didn't go there to deliver talk or a speech. It was not a kind of platform where speakers are invited to come and go and speak and give lecture. No. He was requested by Arjuna to speak. And in order to get Arjuna out of the state of delusion, Bhagavan started to speak. And he kept on talking, Srunu, Srunu, Srunu. Ab tak maine, I gave you Esha te vita sankhye, from starting from Asocha and Asochastam, Pragyavadans Vasase. From that time, the teaching starts, that 11th verse of chapter 2, and it goes on and on and on. So he first talks about the Sankhya Yoga, philosophy of Prakriti and Purusa, and made a differentiation between Atma and Anatma, and all those things which you all very well know. That from that on, he talks about Srunu, Srunu, Srunu. And then he goes on till end of Bhagavad Gita, and they said, now it is my time to inquire from you, Arjuna. Did you really listen? हम इतना बड़बड़ करते चले गए 18 अध्याय तक, क्या तुमने इसे ध्यान से सुना भी? So it is time for the teacher to take account from his student, whether whatever you wanted me to speak, Bruhi Tanme, I spoke and you heard all those. Having heard that, did you first kaschideta chutam partha tvaikagre chetasa kachidajnana sammoha pranasthaste dhananjaya. क्या तुम्हारा जो मोह था वो नाश हुआ या नहीं? But before that he said, कच्चित तुमने मेरा ये सुना या नहीं सुना? Interesting part is Arjun didn't reply this question. Bhagavan has told him, सुनु सुनु सुनु, और जब पूछते हैं कि तुमने सुना या नहीं सुना, अर्जुन इसका उत्तर ही नहीं देता है. वो कहता है मेरा मोह नष्ट हो गया. अब ये प्रश्न उठता है कि भगवान ने जब पूछा उससे, अर्जुन ने जब कहा कि आप मुझे कहिए ब्रूहि तन्मे, और भगवान ने सुनाया, और फिर पूछा शिष्य से कि तुमने सुना या नहीं, तो फिर अर्जुन ने इसका उत्तर दिया या क्यों नहीं दिया? उसका आंसर इसी में रहता है, जब अर्जुन कहता है मेरा मोह नष्ट हो गया. आप सुना अगर नहीं तो मोह कैसे नष्ट होगा? It is implied in his answer, the second part, Nasto moha smritir labdva. when nasto moha smid labdva, हो ही नहीं सकता था अगर उसने एकाग्र चित्त से सुना नहीं था. तो अर्जुन did listen, and his not replying the question from Arjuna didn't matter because that was understood. And it is interesting also that Bhagwan last time he tells him, तुम मेरे उस गुजितम ज्ञान को सुनो. Because you see in the verse 63, Bhagavan says, iti te jnanam akhyātam. Iti means end. Now no more. I have both, तुमको मैंने ज्ञान दे दिया. Iti te jnanam akhyātam gujyāda gujitaram maya bimmisre tadaseshena yatheshasi tatha kuru. This is a wonderful verse. भगवान ने कहा कि तुमको जितना मुझे कहना था, गुज से गुजतर जितना भी था सब मैंने तुम्हें दे दिया ज्ञान. उसे तुम आत्मसात करो और फिर तुम्हारी जो इच्छा उसको करो. तो फिर आगे तो बात होनी नहीं थी. There was no need for Bhagavan to say any more. But then he realized that Arjuna feels a bit uncomfortable. I am giving the ball, I am putting the ball in his court. He is really not at this moment that having that stability in his mind. So said, again मैं तुम्हें कहूंगा, सर्वगुह्यतमं भूयः शृणु मे परमं वचः. Why? इष्टोऽसि मे दृढ़मति तते वक्ष्यामि ते हितम्. Last time भगवान कहते हैं, फिर भी सुनो अर्जुन, सर्वगुह्यतमं भूयः, भूयः सुनो. अंत लास्ट में ये कह के तब पूछते हैं तुमने सुना या नहीं सुना. The value of Shrunu has been emphasized time and again. But Sunu what? How? That Bhagavan mentions in this verse. He says, Tat Shrunu, how you should hear. When you hear something,
यदि अगर आपको नहीं तो उसको बंद कर देना, क्योंकि मेरे को लॉगिन अपना
hear discourse. When you hear the discourse, how one should hear the discourse. Bhagavan gives here three. This is the beginning, you see, of the Jnana Vijnana Yoga, and Bhagavan is giving him three conditions. When you are listening to discourses like this, then you must have three qualifications. That one, Maya Sakta Manaha, with mind completely fixed on to me. I'm putting here two friends and temple. This very small story here. How you should be concentrating on Bhagavan or the talk which is given. There are two friends, they were neighbors, and they used to go to the temple for listening to discourses there. One Mahatma Ji had come, so they decided to go together. Mohan went to Sohan's place, and they started, they thought of going together, but then Sohan noted that the shirt Mohan was wearing was a bit dirty here and there. So he pointed to him, look, तुम्हारा जो शर्ट है वो थोड़ा सा गंदा है. तो वो कहा ठीक, okay, I am going home and change it and come back to join you. He said, no, don't worry, I have a shirt of my own. I will give you the shirt and you wear that and then they will go. So there was a nice, very nice shirt he had. So he put that, gave to Mohan, and Mohan and Sohan went to the temple. As he was approaching temple, somebody asked Mohan, oh, well, your shirt looks very decent. And Sohan says, this shirt I have given to him. Now, there was no need for Sohan to say to Mohan, to that fellow, that I have given this shirt to him. As he goes ahead, another person talks about that this is the shirt I have given to Mohan. Now, this talk, then this Mohan said, why did you say that? I would have got my own shirt. So the question of discussion between Sohan giving Mohan the shirt and his wearing the Sir, that kept in his mind going while Maharaj was giving the talk. So you see what happens? We get distracted into something which is absolutely trifling, very little importance, and the importance of listening to somebody's discourse has now been very not concerned. His mind is not concentrating. His mind is always reeling why I told him, and he said, why you told me. So this story of Sart was all the time going in his mind, which was no subject at all. They thought of going to the temple and listening to the discourse, but no, mind is wavering. Mind went somewhere else. Bhagavan says, Maya Sakt Manah Partha. Your mind should be fixed. And fixed onto what? Not to material things outside, onto me. That's not enough. Yoga Yunjan, when you fix the mind, then you should have ekagra chitta. Not only that you fix your mind, but it should be single pointed, one single pointed onto me. And more important still is madasraya. You take refuge in me, one to whom I myself, the Supreme Lord, am the refuge. I am the refuge. Unto him you must surrender, and with the mind completely surrendered unto me, concentrating in single pointed, and onto whom? Onto me. So these three conditions Bhagavan is talking about. Anybody, this is a lesson to each one of us. When we listen to discourses, from such discourses, then we must have our mind single pointed, concentrate on that. And whatever you're grasping for your enlightenment, your improvement of your things, and improvement, have refuge in Bhagavan all the time, the mind. Now, when we talk of concentrating mind on one and get the knowledge which you are acquiring, this translation of theoretical knowledge into practical knowledge for self-realization, that is from Gyan to Vigyan, Adi Sankara has talked about what are the qualification for the person who should be prepared to listen in order to get self-realization. In fact, this Anubandha Chatustakam are the four qualifications which must, a spiritual, one person who follow the spiritual path, he must have these four. In fact, Adi Sankara says, if you do not have these qualifications, you better not embark on the path of spirituality. You are not fit to tread on the path of spirituality if you do not have these four qualifications. And what are those? That you should have, through austerity, tapobhi chhin papanam. Your pap, you should have gone through tapa, through austerity, you should have purified yourself. Santanam should be quiet, should have calmed down, not agitated. If your mind is agitated, you will never be able to improve, never be able to make any stride on the path of spirituality. You must quieten your activity of mind. Then he talks of Vidaraginam, your cravings should be free, should not be craving material thing. If you still have crave for material thing, better forget about path of spirituality. Must cool down, must calm down. Your cravings must also go down. And mumukshu, you should have the desire to liberation. Not that you are just for sports sake, you join a club. It's not so. It's not sports club. It is a place where you are going for liberation, for moksha, for knowledge, for jnana. Now this is he says, I am writing this Atma Bodh, having these things in my mind. Now, When now Tachrunu, listen to that, but that was the listen how. We learned about how to listen in these 4 qualifications. These 3 qualifications are there as to how to listen. Now Bhagavan is talking about listen what? What are you listening? He says, listen about me. That he listen about Tat. That mom, me. But then when you say mom sunu. But mom is who? Is he? Who is that? Is it Lord Krishna? Is he talking about listening to Lord Krishna? Or is it also about Lord Rama? Is it about Lord Shiva? Or Ma Gauri, Ma Lakshmi? Is it about Saguna Brahma or Naguna or Nirguna Brahma? The manifest or the unmanifest? Bhagavan gives answer by saying Samagram. That Samagram, everything I am talking about, I am going to tell you about me in entirety. There is nothing will be left about me which I am not going to tell you. Everything I will tell you in entirety, in full, sampurna, beyond all names and form, gross and subtle, beyond all expressions. Everything, there will be nothing left to be told. Arjuna, I will tell you samagram and asansayam, without any doubt. You will listening from me anything, everything about me without any doubt whatsoever. Now, you all know that in Bhagavan, it talks about Vibhuti, is Bal, is Aishwarya. When we say Sampurna, that means it is Vibhuti, Bal, Aishwarya, Adi Sahitam. Everything. And you know, in chapter 10, Bhagavan talks about is Vibhuti. That is presence of me in all. There he is talking about his presence in all beings, and in 11 he talks about everything in me. So he is now going to deliver through Gyan and Vigyan Yoga everything about him, whether it is manifest or it is unmanifest, whether it is matter or it is spirit, whether it is saguna or nirguna, with attribute, without attribute, beyond all name and form, beyond all expressions, he is going to present to Arjuna everything about himself without any doubt whatsoever. I think my time is over. We'll go on further about this wonderful chapter. Lot of thoughts Bhagavan has given in these, and we have to learn each one of them. Thank you very much. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev, Dr. Prasad ji. Thank you very, very much. Very in-depth, detailed expression of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you again. We love that, how you connect one concept with the entire Bhagavad Gita. Thank you again. Now I request Swami Gita Kiranji to take us to the meditation.
Joshi I was wondering whether these slides can be shared via the group chat.
The slide, this YouTube is available in few days. You can go to Swami Gita Kiranji and you will have all the recorded YouTubes.
Okay, thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Let me know in case you have a problem, and thank you so much, Dinesh.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji.
पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च मयि पश्यति तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति भगवत गीता विश्वास सहित नर परता और पराता है प्रभु दर्शन कर परिवार सहित भवसागर से तर जाता है इसलिए सदा सत्संग करो इसलिए सदा सत्संग करो सत नियम भंग मत कभी करो भगवान तुम्हारे अंदर है नित नाम हरि का रिया करो नित नाम हरि का लिया करो You can now slowly and gently open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness. And all you have to do is to shine brightly. And you'll be helping the world and the universe. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj, stay blessed.
Jai Shri Krishna, thank you very, very much, Gita Kiranji. Beautiful meditation, thank you. And before we conclude, we want to wish our friend Keshav Chopraji to recover from his oral surgery as fast as he can, and I can tell him you will be a new person once you come back. Totally new person. Wish you all the best, Chopraji. Also,
Thank you very much.
thank you. And next talk when is scheduled with Moti Mehrotra ji, she will be talking about 12th chapter as she has heard from Gurudev directly. So please watch for her coming back. We'll let you know. With that, we want to conclude today's session. Recording can be stopped. Thank you very much. And have a wonderful week. See you again on Saturday. And one more thing I want to tell that Moti ji has a satsang group on Thursday out of New Jersey. And next time I will try to send their Zoom link before the program starts. So please join. It's a beautiful group of people, very intellectual. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna Raju. You're looking good in red dress.
Jai Shri Krishna to everybody. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
Hey.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
get well very, very soon.